Yo, what's going on? It's CJ Wilson here, your host of DoakTalk. We back again, my boy Larry on. What's good, bro? How you doing today?
I'm tired, man. As a man could be. I don't know if you've met a gentleman more tired than me today.
I can see it in
Um,
your eyes too.
man, listen, this episode sponsored by Pumpkin. Y'all send the check. I'm tired. I'm having a couple of these. We finna get man. Hey, listen. You know how church be when the he usually be lying though. He be like, I'm not gonna hold you long. We ain't gonna hold you long because I'm
But
about to
see, but
fall
see
apart.
always whenever the pastor say that, what they say in the crowd though?
The
Take your time,
preacher,
pal.
preacher, take your time. I be like, hey, shut the fuck up. He said he was. don't do that. Bruh said he was
Don't
finna
poke
get
the bear.
us out of here. Yeah,
Right,
why did you do that? Now he like, well, hey, if y'all want, you want
right,
me to
right,
turn
right,
it
right,
up,
right.
I guess that's just what I got to do. And me as a teenager sitting in church, like, man, kickoff is about to happen right now. We could be sliding up out of here in 20, 30 minutes if y'all just play this
Right,
situation
but
right.
that son of them is calling my name.
What? Man, I listen. Church was so rough for me growing up, bro. I used to tell when I worked at Taco Bell, I said, hey, schedule me on Sundays, dog. that was the one way I could get out. I'd be like, hey, I gotta work, you know what I'm saying? Brother gotta maintain a job. Hey, I told him don't keep scheduling me these Sundays, man. I got to go give my day to the Lord.
Right,
It
right,
was
right.
rough in my house. I was like, hey, nah, every Sunday, dog. Every Sunday morning, not night, Sunday morning. Get me up in there. Yeah.
Nah,
How
we
you been,
definitely
man?
feel
I know
that.
you had to weather the storm a little bit. Yeah, we apologize. That's why we weren't able to come to y'all last week. Our producer and CJ were dealing with, power outage issues with the storm. But we, shouts out to everybody that was going through it, been through it. Still dealing with it right now, man. We hope for a speedy recovery. I've been through a Cat 4 before. I know it's no joke, man. So, my heart goes out to everybody that is actually suffering and had suffered through that situation.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's been over 200 reported deaths from the hurricane, and the people the people in the Georgia and the Carolinas, man, they got hit real hard with a lot of rain and flood water and stuff like that, man. So definitely, you was affected by the storm, man. Hearts out to you for sure. But yeah, that's the reason why we didn't go last week is due to the storm. Me, nor Harlan had power around here, and just trying to figure things out, post storm. But everything's good. With the crib and all that type of deal. So that's a blessing for sure.
No doubt, man. All right, let's get into the debacle.
Let's do it, man. Make sure you
This
guys
is a
like
hell
the
of a
video.
week this week. This is a week for both of us in its own separate ways. But yeah, I'll let you kick it out.
Yeah, make sure you guys just like the few we have watching right now, man. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. But go ahead and hit that like button. But yeah, man, it's an interesting week for sure. It was an interesting week last week for sure too. But yeah, definitely interesting week. Clemson game, or the Clemson week rather, is always a big one for me personally too, but just for FSU in general. And uh, and Clemson is hitting their stride a little bit too, man. Post Georgia had the offensive debacle against the Georgia Bulldogs, and pretty much after that, Klubnik and just the offense has been kind of hitting on all cylinders. It's going to be an interesting game to say the least. But I'll let you go ahead and get started because on here, I guess we're going to recap VTech since we really didn't have a chance to, I guess, even speak pregame before about VTech and things like that. I guess we want to talk about Virginia Tech,
All
and
right.
I do a little sum on my. I don't want to say too much.
He got
Everybody did, but we'll get into it for sure.
he got some pressure to release, bro. That's what it is. Uh
I need to go to the damn altar for real, man. I had to perform.
well, it was a game for the ages, man. Virginia Tech and Miami tends to be a tight game, one of the hard fought, tougher games that you will see,
They try them boys with
generally speaking.
17 of them bitches.
Um, we should have probably won by that much. We played awful. We really did. You take the W because you never apologize for winning. And I tell everybody, every good team got to win like this. Everybody was scared about Georgia when they beat Kentucky 13-12. And then Kentucky's a solid squad. Everybody know that. I'm hearing some people saying Stoops might be y'all next coach. That's a conversation for a little bit later. We get the hot boy talk. I know the hot boy talk is getting. I know it's sizzling as we speak right now. But yeah. Generally speaking, man, we came out and just didn't look very sharp. We had 22 missed tackles that game. Depending on which source you look at, I've seen between 20 and 22. I'm gonna go 22, maybe 28. The game I was watching, just very sloppy. A lot of poor assignments. A lot of people just taking bad angles. We saw another long run ripped off in that game, much like you saw in the Florida game. So I thought the discipline was lacking. I thought that I thought fatigue was definitely a factor. I got my first Mario beef. I ain't ever gave Mario no troubles, no issues. But my sources tell me Bane was ready to go. I heard he was warming up out there, looked good, and basically he's being held back. And that felt a little arrogant to me. Like, why would you not go ahead and get him ready for ACC play? And the Virginia Tech team that, they've underperformed from what the preseason expectations were, but there was expectations for a reason. And this was a game that we were warned was going to be a tough one for us anyways. It's kind of, you got to practice what you preach a little bit there. And so my feelings is it's time to go now. If he's ready to go, we don't need to have any type of arrogance where it's like, oh, we'll just handle this team because they're only 2-2. He is back this week. Jalen Rivers, I heard, is a game time decision coming. So we were a little shorthanded still, but nonetheless, I just watching that game, anybody who's watching that game, I just felt like we played our worst game thus far this season. And God bless you, you come out with the win, and there's lessons to be learned. But just even the guys who shine took the same time to mess up. From our superstar at Cam Ward, obviously, you saw the little shovel pass as he was going down. Cam's gonna make plays. That's something you just got to accept at this point. He also made some bad plays. 2 bad picks that never should have been thrown. Maui Noah, the other one on the other side, defensively, our linebacker, poor play. And that's the other criticism I got is I think we need to get you did all these early games, you played all this rotation, and it kind of feel like a publicity stunt to me because it's like, oh, look how many freshmen we played.
I told you.
Yeah, I know what you meant, narrative creating, right? And then
I told you, and like, bro, like, of course the motherfuckers playing. Look who you played.
Was playing trash, right?
Right, like, come on now.
So if you truly have some trust in them, I need a Colin McConaughey who you've been hyping up all,
That's
all
a good
offseason.
point, though, man. Because
Let's get him in.
That's when if you're preaching that, this, that, and the third, then those guys should have been in the rotation within that game. But they weren't in the rotation within that game because you don't really trust them in those moments yet, and you was just playing them in those early games because you
was kicking ass, right? If you truly trust them, here's the opportunity to give these guys a couple of shots out there. We only rotated 3 defensive ends the whole game. 4 if you count Mesidor, but Mesidor kind of slides inside and outside, so it just kind of depends on how you count it. But nonetheless, fatigue is just a factor at that point.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had a big issue with that. Shout out Malik Bryant. The highlights you see right there. Him and Mish Powell working together was able to sniff out that fake field goal, after the tremendous play by Arroyo to gun down the interception for Caleb Spencer. Shout out the young man. He was a Cane with us, but new regime, he had to go. I understand, but he looked like a ball. He probably been starting for us, man. Hate to see you go. But on long story, a little less long, man. Controversy aside, the catch at the end. That wasn't a catch. I know you haters. You say it was a catch. It wasn't a catch. Y'all know it wasn't a catch. You ain't never seen a catch on this planet where you don't come down to football. But we shouldn't have let it come.
He came down with it. It was just ripped out after the fact. But I from that little angle they saw, he actually had it. But I don't know if he actually had control all the way throughout to the
bottom. You got to complete the motion, and on top of that, the ACC refs.
It shouldn't. If you go call it a touchdown, like it got to be. It wasn't anything indisputable to overturn it. But on the flip end, that ref was pretty much like on the backside of the play, so you couldn't really see it in the first place. The call of the touchdown. So I don't know.
I didn't even see him do it.
That's the thing. Like, and you talk about y'all played bad. Y'all think y'all did, but Virginia Tech, like they played terrible as well. Like, oh my God, that clock management, it was ridiculous during that situation. He could have way much more time on the clock as far as to actually, not really be in a Hail Mary situation in the first place. The egregious, it was the fake field goal. It's 4th and 2. If you're gonna go for that shit, like just run an actual play. Run an actual play. But that shot to your, I think it
He
was your
just did.
teammate.
He just did. I'm gonna shoot him some bail though. I'm gonna shoot him some bail. I know everybody killing him for it.
I was gonna say shout out to your tight end too. I think he made the play of the game.
Arroyo, yeah, that was what I was just saying. He made the save and touchdown tackle.
Yeah, that was a hell of a play. That was a 14-point swing, pretty much.
Absolutely. I mean, and then as Canes fans, we could complain that we got a phantom hold call that really would have made the game 21-7, and it was. I mean, it is what it is,
I
though.
mean, it scored regardless on that drive, yeah, but that was a touchdown for sure.
Well, no, we ended up with a pick. So that's what I'm saying. You can't, end up making the game 14-14. So, I mean, these are the little things that could change the whole game.
Oh, I must have missed that one because it was another hold call. It was like a 60-some yard run that you guys got. And then you guys got like the pass interference the next player. So then they ended up scoring anyway. I must have missed that. So it was 2 holding.
Yeah, Markel Bell got whistled for a hold. I mean, if you go back and watch it, it wasn't. I mean, he pushed the guy fell down. It just wasn't a hold. And Ward hit George in the back of the end zone. That would have made the game 21-7. And then they took that one off the board and said hold. Then we had to pick, and then next thing you know, they scored. Game's 14-14. It's a different energy now. Now they feeling themselves. And they got a lot to play for too. This is, old school Big East rivalry, cousin versus cousin. It's gonna be a lot of energy in this game. I knew that coming into this game. Shout out to the tight end room in general. Everybody made plays, including the old man you see him right there. Riley Williams caught the shovel pass and then proceeded to get upfield. Arroyo with he only had 2 catches, but man, it was hell of 5 catches. I was like, man, I said all day it should have been the number 8 show because the cornerbacks, I knew they had good corners, and we should have just won all day and just worked the middle of the field. But nonetheless, and crazy play by Restrepo there.
That was the play of the game. One of the plays of the game too.
It's one of those games, man, where you just got to take in. Hey, maybe we were smelling ourselves a little bit and got a little too cocky and got a little ahead of ourselves.
It's kind of like I was telling you, it's what pretty much the same thing as last year. To be honest with you, I think it was kind of the exact same type of game. You guys just end up becoming on the winning end of this one. But like that early schedule, I granted, you guys, your ACC schedule is on the weaker side, but that early schedule, that shit is next level weak. I mean, it gives some type of. I do think you guys are good, but it gives some type of false, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get to the point where you start just going, oh, we could just whoop anybody because it was soft, you're supposed to whoop them. And in years past, we didn't whoop them teams. We lost Middle Tennessee State. We didn't whoop these type of teams that we were supposed to whoop. So I'm not going to take away from them whooping them because that's what you're supposed to do. Ohio State do this shit every year. Every single year. They come out, they play absolutely nobody. They spank them. They lead the NCAA in offense. We're doing the same thing they're doing. The difference was when this opportunity came to get serious because it's ACC play, we just didn't. We did not play serious football. And there's a lot of teachable moments here. And it's a lot of opportunity for Mario to get in that locker room and say, all right, I hope y'all, done feeling real cute and feeling unstoppable because you played like shit and we just happened to win. So that's my summation, man. We got to be better this week. It's going to be a tough game again, going out to Cal for a 10:30 Eastern Standard Time kickoff. So.
Shit. I guess after the Clemson game, that's going to be my move. Then let's
I'm going to be asleep. I'm telling y'all right now. Don't ask me shit. I got to work Sunday morning. I don't know. I'll see the highlights like y'all.
Prime time, too.
Yeah, game day at 10:30.
I saw a wide-ass open hole, and I just hit that bitch.
Shot the road, no. Larry on.
What's happening? I was talking to you when I saw your remember I told you I logged in right when I saw more drops. As soon as I saw it, I turned that game on. I was telling Harlan.
It was 14-9 at that point, and that was the play of the game, in my opinion. Opening drive of the second half. The first play was like an 8-yard run with Toy Philly. Second down, might drop a nice little call to get Morlock open. And Morlock catch that. He's still running downfield for about another 20 or so. He drops it, and he drops it to where it's like his drops are so crazy, bro. It's like it's like first time playing football type of drops, right? Like it's like
stage too big.
it's crazy.
Different
Like,
when he was small time. Florida State big time ball.
yeah, bro, it's ridiculous. The drops this year has been egregious, but again, he drops it and the ball just pretty much tilts up in the air, directly right in the DB hands. He returns it to like the 18-yard line. So shit, they start to drive up. Well, they start the second half inside on the red zone within the first 13 minutes of the game, or the half rather.
She got another comment, another super chat. Go ahead and let it rock. This is shout out to Roll Nola Good. She says, y'all didn't win and you know it. Yeah, we won. And it wasn't a touchdown. I would tell you if we stole it. I would tell you that. Because, I mean, you ain't going to change shit no way. Just like last year, right? I didn't hear all this outrage when the knee was down against Georgia Tech. Everybody called about how stupid my coach was. And Brent Pry do the same shit and call a fake field goal, and all I hear about is how they got robbed. Y'all hate us. Let me tell you something. Y'all know Laren is the nice guy. I told you I'm embracing the villain role. I don't care about none of y'all feelings, bro. I hope we hurt everybody feeling for the remainder of the season. We won the game. He didn't catch it. If he caught, I would tell you we stole one. We didn't steal it. They tried to steal one. He did not catch that football. But God bless you for feeling that way. Ain't gonna change shit. 5-0. You got bigger problems than us. 1-4. 1-4. Talk about it, see.
Speaking of 1-4, so yeah, man, offense again ended up scoring what? How many points we scored in that damn game? 16. Yeah, 16, man. So big accomplishment. Held under 20 once again. DJU played good football for like a quarter, for like 2.5 quarters, right? And then pretty much after that Morlock play, it was downhill from there. 3 for like it's crazy, bro. It's 3 for 12 on third downs, and they were 8 for 15 on third downs. So that's a recipe for disaster in itself. We couldn't convert on third downs to extended drives, and our defense just couldn't get off the field. I promise, if it was a first and second down was a measurement, we'd be a top 25 defense in the country because they do a damn good job on first and second downs, and then you get in third and long situations. When I say third and long, I mean 3rd and 6 and plus. Like that shit, I get nervous as hell. That shit just pretty much out the window, man. It's like fully. It's like first time calling DC throws everything out. Money downs, we just piss down our leg, and it's crazy because we're on the bottom half in third down defense as a whole this year. We ranked like 110s or some shit, which is ridiculous. Like the team just can't get off the field. But
Can't hold on before you go any further. Let me ask you a very trivial question, because it bothered me when I turned the game on. How you feel about these white helmets?
I like them. I don't got a problem with white helmets. I like
white.
Yeah, I like white.
How you feel, Harlan? Chime in real quick. Okay. The all white. I wasn't feeling it. I said that's why y'all lost. But go ahead. I wasn't feeling all white. But you like the all white. Kind of like our stormtrooper deal. I get you. All right. Go ahead. If y'all like it, I love it.
Then they have a little cleat combination to kind of go with it, which makes it stand out even more, man. So I definitely like it. It was pretty cool. But when you get your ass whooped, man, like I don't want to see
it. Don't matter what jersey you got on.
Right, that shit look a little different. But yeah, man. So going back to DJU's 12 for 30, 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Mike down some early stuff up with him with some RPO stuff, and then he'll do some stupid shit like 3rd and goal run. I'm not gonna say that 3rd and goal play was actually pretty good. It was dialed up great. It was a quarterback power with DJU. Lawrence Toy Philly just missed the damn block on the linebacker, and he ended up cutting DJ down. I just say how soft DJ ran. He's 250, and pretty much every time the first defender gets there, like when his contact is made, like you're not pushing the power forward at all. And it's crazy because 9 times out of 10, you're 8 times out of 10, you're bigger than whoever's trying to tackle you initially. then he does the same shit on 4th down and goal. Like, what the fuck are you doing, Mike? Like that blew my whole vibe. So you had a chance to really tie it. We really could have been up around 21 to 28 points within the first half of playing against SMU. That's the crazy part about it. Like these teams, probably aside from Boston College, like these teams aren't really better than Florida State, man. It's like the stupid ass shit that they've done to make the game a lot harder than what it should be. 3rd and 2 as well. So it's 3rd and 2 on their side of the field, and we got two players to get 2 yards, right? We run a smash, we run a rollout smash route on 3rd and 2, and DJU throw the damn flag, and that shit ended up getting intercepted. Like he threw it intercepted. Like he throws the interception. I'm like, okay, I'm questioning the damn play call. Why would you even put him in that situation on 3rd and 2 to just run the ball 2 times? Run the ball. So we make shit a lot harder than what it is, man. But it's a lot of effort stuff. And I said on the live, I don't want to get into it too much. Like my old head coach at Bethune-Cookman, Brian Jenkins, he has a great analogy about cracks, like cracks in general, like cracks in a brick or cracks in concrete, whatever. You have one crack. It's not an issue, right? One crack, everything can hold. You have another crack, 3 to 4 cracks, 5 cracks. Now the foundation is pretty much broken, and that piece of concrete isn't whole anymore. It's an issue. It can be broken, and that goes to like culture and standards and all that type of shit. Like if you let, and that was his point in preaching that to us. If you let one thing slide in regards to going against what you set rules, this whatever it may be, just the foundation of culture, right? You let one thing slide. Okay, now you let another slide, and then now you have an issue, and it's hard to get those things back. Once it becomes an issue, it's easy to lose that factor, but it's very hard to get it back. And I think we're kind of treading that line very closely, especially how guys play penalties and things like that. But no, man, the 42-16 against SU is ridiculous, man. You got the Miami Hurricane Rejects going crazy on them boys.
B squad, everybody that we told to go on.
JV squad went crazy.
You want to get them super chats in real quick?
We had something I missed.
Yeah, we got 2 more. Let's see. Tanya says,
"Not too
Tell them to bring me my money."
Appreciate the support, sis.
I'm not doing too much. I'm doing very well.
Freedom Youngins. And that's another thing too. So she was seeing Kyle Morlock drop the damn pass. We put Landon Thomas in, who was one of the top rated, was the number 1 rated tight end for the majority of the recruiting services last year. His first, I think his first pass was a touchdown pass, right? He caught his first touchdown as a 4th or 5th game into his freshman year. And Kyle Morlock hasn't caught a touchdown yet at FSU. Now, granted, I think the kid did have a drop along with a 17-year-old true freshman, Amari Williams. He had a drop pass as well. But should I fucking take the drop passes from those two true freshmen versus, a red shirt senior that's been dropping passes, throughout? I know those true freshmen, you can scheme some shit up in certain ways because athletically they do something that we haven't had in the tight end room in a long time. Maybe Jaheim Bell last, I won't say a long time. But, they have a different element of athleticism to where they can turn a small play into a big play. So I'm with that as far as playing those freshmen and things like that and just the younger guys moving forward. But, yeah, Conrad Hussey, man, this kid's been kind of disappointing me this year, too, because I thought it was going to end for a huge sophomore year, especially how he played as a freshman as far as just from his physicality, speed, and things like that. But he's kind of regressed as well. Now, this team is – I don't know, man. Mike got to do some soul checking, but we'll see if Brock can get a spark. It hasn't been glowing reports out of practice, but I will say what Brock does probably have over DJU right now is he can move. He's more athletic. He's more mobile. So on those RPO pulls, a defensive player actually has to have to respect it because Brock can and he will pull that shit and go around the corner. So he has a mobility element that DJU just doesn't have anymore at all. And I guess mobility in the pocket as well, to move around a little bit and do some things and not just be a statue back there.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just laughing at the super chat, man. Hey, you go ahead and read it.
I said, are you strong? They said, I'm strong if you strong. And I said, we strong then.
Hey, yeah. Open up the phone line so I can get that Larry on.
About
I
what?
thought of my boy E, man, to my feet his ass that Matt.
What's up, E? Homie, what's up?
They got me
About
on Matt, man.
what? Listen, I hate y'all too, but I respect you. All right. Deflate gate mattered. It mattered. He had underinflated balls. Spygate mattered. All that shit matters. But guess what? Brady's still the GOAT. You can't take none of that shit away. All that shit, it counts. I promise you, it helped them win them games. But the record still reflects that the greatest quarterback to ever play the game is Tom Brady. It is what it is. I hate the Patriots too. I hate Patriots just like everybody else. I'm so glad they shit right now. My Niners just beat them to get back even for the season. So there's nothing to get at me about. It wasn't a catch. It should never been called a touchdown. There's nothing to get at me about. We 5-0. Get at me if we don't kick Cal ass this week. Get at me then. That'll be a conversation. I'm gonna give you that.
Y'all going to the woke country and the Cal Bears and
that's the homies. We have a good time.
Infamous Twitter trolls.
What they say, woke versus coke?
Yeah, woke versus coke. They got y'all in the booger sugar down there, man. That shit cool.
Hey, it is what it is. I like them. I ain't gonna change my energy when they was, getting their trolls on with Florida State. I loved it. I thought it was funny. They the funnest fan
they
base out there
hilarious.
for me. Yeah, they having a good time. They laugh. I'm like, all right, cool. This is very entertaining in a very hilarious way, man. But,
you got the quarterback of the Cal Bears. Grew up in Miami, trying to get a little get back. So an interesting game. I think they got a good defense, opportunistic secondary, but their offensive line, you guys should pretty much have your way with the offensive line. In my opinion, have a damn good running back though, for sure.
Yeah. To my understanding, Ott's still been a little banged up this year. That's been an issue. Because that's why you haven't really seen the Ott that we kind of expected to come out this season. But it's the Canes, man. It's game day. I expect them to look different than he has all year, unless it's just no coming back because the injury really is truly hampering him this season. He was heralded as going to be one of the better backs in the NCAA this year, and he just hasn't been himself so far this year. The quarterback, he played at Columbus, so he played with some of our guys. But
that's Mario High School, right?
Yeah. Mario knows his. I think him and his dad played together. Mario and the QB's dad played together. Ain't no hate. He even said his thing. He's like, "Nah, I ain't throwing no you down." Yeah, Miami fan, and he can't just be mad at us. A lot of schools passed on him.
That's our future quarterback.
No, nah, that ain't what's happening.
Y'all going to grab him next year?
No, we probably go to Gainesville. I was thinking. I seen a kid down there. He might be interested in the move.
No,
him man, what number 3? What's that kid name? Trey Wilson.
Trey.
Just saying, might be a good business move. I'm just saying, man. Y'all think on it, man. Might be the best move for you. Billy ain't gonna make it, but no. Actually, he even spoke on he's a Miami fan. His family is what it is. He originally was committed to Yale, and didn't sign to hold out to see if he can get a better offer. And then Cal came around, so that's how he ended up going out to Cal.
That's dope, man. The man get to play Florida State and Miami in the same year. That's dope.
Yeah, and he 0 for 1 so far. I expect him to be 0 for 2.
No, man. I think he'll go ahead and even it out, make it a smooth 1 for 1.
Hey, listen, if he do that, you're gonna hear a totally different tone in me next week. That game last week, inexcusable, very poor football, and I expect a much better product to come out this week against Cal. I think that was a great teachable moment to get everybody on dialed in and understand that the mission is still a mission, and you can accomplish it, but you can't go to sleep on nobody. Nothing sets up great for us about this game either. You got to go way out there. It's a very late game. They are supposed to travel, I think, today, actually. Yeah, I think they should be in town today to try to get some adjustment. That's going to be odd. It's going to be odd. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. I will not. If we lose, it's not an excuse. You just had to get up and try to figure out a way to win. We're a better team than Cal. Their defense has been heralded so far. And you are what your numbers say you are to an extent, but all they played is some really bad offenses as well. So, they do have, some solid defensive back play. I think their linebackers are actually pretty good. And they got I think one or two of the defensive linemen.
Oh shit, them boys had a bye week too.
Yeah, and they're coming off a bye. Absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything sets up poor for us on this. So
Let's go
that's
to
why
the Bears.
it's important for this team to respond. It's time for this team to wake up. It was easy, smooth sailing. This game will be tricky if you let it be. If you decide that it's just they're not that tough, they won't pose that much of a challenge. The quarterback's been one of the highest sack quarterbacks this season, so
yeah,
that could continue because the O-line, like you mentioned, play hasn't been great.
Boys let us have a party on them, so man, that tell you everything you know.
I said before the game, before the game, before we came live. I'm gonna show some Florida State love. I actually think you have a damn good defense, and y'all the team I'm not sleeping on this year, especially in that game. Y'all know what it is. It's just the fact that the offense is so damn poor that eventually the defense just, they just lose. They lose any momentum.
Probably us in Louisville.
Yeah,
in the regular season are the only team that probably get after Cam a little bit as far as pass rush things that. Because I will say there the dude Peoples, shout out to Peoples too. He was a transfer from Duke. He was held for Duke last year as well, number 16 for Virginia Tech. He got a lot of interior pressure. I think you guys were having some injuries in the guard position as well, but he got pressure up front too. I think Josh Farmer could pretty much do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's no facet of the game that needs to play better this week. The running game, that was supposed to be dynamic because of Damian Martinez. As of thus far, he's honestly, statistically, our worst back per carry, yards per carry.
Should roll with that jit, man.
Lyle, I think Lyle should get some more carries, and I think this
Lyle what's the Ohio State back y'all had that?
You talking about Fletcher?
The big guy, yeah.
Honestly, I think this counted the week. Martinez, we got to get it going a little bit this week. Or exactly. I think it's time to let's cycle a few more of those carries over to a Jordan Lyle, a Fletcher. Yeah, I mean, Lyle had the explosive big, the longest run in UM history, matter of fact, at 91 yards. His style is very hesitant, and he kind of waits for things to develop.
And once it develops,
which I don't necessarily hate, but this O-line isn't as good as it was last year. So I think the better back situation would actually be take a guy like A.J. Allen. He's kind of our fourth running back right now. A.J. has way more wiggle, though. He may not have incredible explosion, but he's the kind of guy that'll slip through those little cracks. And that's all we're really getting created right now. We're not getting the huge, gaping holes opening up. That being said, I think their defense is a tad bit inflated, but I do think they are talented. They're well coached. And I think they'll play disciplined football. I think this game will turn out to be kind of, similar to maybe even a USF type, where the first half tends to be a little bit tight. If we get back to playing the type of ball I think we're capable of, I think we can go ahead and kind of blow the doors off of it more in the second half. And I believe we should win this game, something to the tune of 38-14. Right now, I think we're only 10.5-point favorites in that game. I think we cover. I think this was a wake-up call. I trust Cam Ward as a leader on the field and in the locker room, and I think we can get this team, righted, especially with the return of Ruben Bain this week as well. I think this team will kind of get the boat turned back in the right direction and kind of silence a little bit of the haters.
You got the hate watch going. I feel it. All right, so we got the Clemson Tigers coming into town for an ACC matchup. Um, had the chance to have my guy on yesterday evening, William Quackenbush. He was on the roll up a couple times with us prior. Real good dude, man. We had some conversation. So pretty much, like the offense is starting to get rolling. The receivers are playing a lot better. Maffa's a hell of a back. Probably Shipley did a lot of things more. It's probably more versatile, but Maffa is a big back that runs very hard and he get top speed pretty well. Offensive line is playing pretty well is also too. But the defense has some injuries up front after that Georgia game, and it's been some opportunities on the ground that's been given. So we'll see if Norvell and the company try to exploit that, but I doubt it just for how bad the offensive line has been playing. But at the same damn time, the last three matchups with Clemson, 23, 22, and even 21 went 5 and 7, was pretty close matchups and played pretty tough. So I do know Dabo isn't going to underestimate. This is pretty much the second biggest game on Clemson's schedule on an annual basis, and Dabo approaches it like that. With first being South Carolina, the in-state rival. So he's definitely going to try to prove a point in this game, especially after losing last year. But we'll see if K can take some opportunities. That's the thing. I don't think Norvell. You can't coach this game scared. Like, first of all, you got nothing to lose in the first fucking place, man. So go out this bitch guns blazing and let Brock rock and do all that type of shit in Brocktober, and if fans got their wish and they think this is the change and we got to find out. But don't be gunshot, man. Let Brock do his thing and throw the ball a little bit. And maybe that can open up some things for Lawrence toward Philly, but I really don't foresee it. We'll see what kind of atmosphere Doak is. And by the way, if you're going to be at the game, if you're coming into town, make sure you guys grab a tailgate ticket. Come hang out with us. My boy Ant from New Orleans, man, he's putting on the Tallahassee for this one. Got a my dog. Yeah, Ant, he took care of us in New Orleans, so I'm gonna definitely.
Yeah. I don't forget people that, what I'm saying, take care of people, man. Nah, no doubt.
Right.
He's a good stand-up, solid dude, man. Shout out, bro. I
Yeah,
wish I
real.
could pull up, man. Watch y'all boys get y'all head beat in, but
Were you
fortunately,
going down to the FSU Miami game?
yeah, I just bought my tickets yesterday. Yep, yesterday. I bought my tickets yesterday. I'm gonna be there for sure. Yeah, so if anybody pulling up, man, I ain't got no tailgate or nothing planned just yet. I'll probably kick it with the homie X.
X probably
Strippers and
gonna have
all
one
that.
on for sure.
Yeah. Oh, he gonna have one. It's strippers and everything in there. So you know what I'm saying? It's a little different. I told old lady already. I said, I'm just warning you. We probably pull up on X tailgate. It's gonna be some, exotic dance.
Going on, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be up. She ain't never been in a strip club, so it's gonna definitely be a
What?
culture shock for her.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead, though, bro.
I hate how they playing that game, man. Because that weekend is Bethune Cookman my homecoming or whatever, and I was supposed to be starting back home. That mean a lot to me. Even when we played Miami last year, well, not some 2 years ago down there. Remember, we had a tailgate down there.
Yep.
I got Kwame. I was supposed to get down there to go to dinner with you guys, but I wasn't able to make it because I ended up stopping in Daytona.
You had no pants. I never get that.
I forgot. That's why I should have asked as far as the dress code. Took my hand on dang pants, and then I stopped in Daytona first, do a little stuff, and then that threw me behind as well.
Let me tell you, that shit was...
I wish I'd have skipped all that, went straight down there with y'all boys.
Hey, I was blown. Kwame got drunk so quick. I was like, nah, let's keep going, Kaka. Kwame, Kwame was showing love, bro. Kwame got that kind of car that you could just run up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Kwame had us, and I was the only one that ended up showing up. Silk and his brother, they never ended up making it. So it was just me and Kwame, bro. And I'm talking about the hostess, the bartender, the servers look like, wow, chef's kiss. The baddies was coming through. It was money in that building. I'm trying to act like I got some, man. Y'all, man, hey, I was so blown. Kwame was ready to go. I'm like, man, come on,
Bro,
cousin.
they say ain't gotta do our thing, man. Let's
Kwame
do it.
Kwame was tired, man. I had done drunk him under the table, man. Kwame done messed around and went up the stairs. I was like, oh man, I
You know
was
what y'all
wasting the
came and hang out with y'all boys, man. Y'all ate good, drunk good, and you know, like
Shout out to
a
Kwame
real
too,
good
man. That's
spot
my
too.
boy.
What did y'all go eat at again?
Dang, what's the name of that place? It's like a famous Asian fusion restaurant.
Was it Komodos or something like that?
It might be. I'll look it up real quick. I don't want to hold the show up, but I'll find it because I never remember the name of it, but I think you might be right.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Kwame though, man. Friend of the show. He be hanging out a little bit. Miami Hurricanes friend, solid dude. He came down and for that game with FSU won. I think it was 45-3, and y'all ate pretty good. I just couldn't make it. Pissed off, man. I'm like, damn, man, I should have said fuck
It was the one, man. It was the one.
Wish I knew I was getting to. But yeah, FSU.
You're right. It's Komodo. Komodo is the name of it. Like the dragon. Okay, yeah, exactly. Komodo dragon. We big animal fans. Yeah, Komodos. Yeah,
So
that
yeah,
place
you
was
guys
crazy.
remind me know about Komodos, man. You know that? That's one of them restaurants.
Cause the duck was like $300. So that shit was insane, bro. They give you a whole duck. And you gotta pay like $200-$300 for I can't remember exactly. And
Give
it
me
was a
two of
lady
those,
sitting
Kwame.
next to me. It was a lady sitting next to me, and I was like, I don't really rock with duck like that. She's like, nah, you gotta taste this one. So she cut it up, give me a piece. I was like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This
That's some nice duck, huh?
yeah, man. That duck was on point.
Yeah, solid, man. But yeah, shout out to Kwame. But yeah, so we'll see, man. But as far as this Clemson game, they got three damn good linebackers, which has been a staple for Clemson. Got some solid secondary guys, but I think it'll be a 35-17 type of game with FSU losing. But for things to kind of go perfectly right for FSU, get Lawrence to a Philly involved, stay in front of the chains. Don't put Brock in crazy situations, 3rd and 15, 3rd and 17, those type of plays. If you can stay in front of the damn chains, you can be aggressive and a Brock friendly play call, if that makes sense. You can be aggressive and make plays that's kind of easy for him to get going and that type of deal. Don't put him in a bad situation or whatnot. So yeah, if you guys can do that, then they can fucking be interesting. Maybe you can score more than 20 points.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen.
Right. Ain't gonna score more than 20. But
Could
yeah,
smell themselves. They smell blood in the water.
and see that's the
rookie QB.
hang with him if the offense does give some help. But if not, then it could be a situation to where that shit do kind of get out of hand because it's just so much the fucking defense could do, and they fold typically like they do at a certain point. And Clemson just do what they want to. Now we talk about teams being played. This is, in my opinion, from a talent standpoint, overall roster, it's debatable. You're at Clemson, but I probably say Clemson is probably the more top to bottom talented team that we played this year. On a scale, I do think they're probably you and Miami, Clemson, Miami as well.
I can rock with that.
You said
That
what?
don't bother me. No, I can rock with that. That don't bother me. I think that's a fair enough.
For a long damn time. Dabo, I mean, we know that Mario is in year 3, but they been recruiting, that way for a long damn time to build depth and that type of deal. So yeah, from a talent standpoint, it'd probably be Clemson. So you talk about the first 4 games or whatnot. Like that's the crazy part about it. This when the real fucking schedule starts. You got Clemson, you got North Carolina, who I think is undefeated. You got Duke, who shot their Manny. He got them boys undefeated. You got Miami. Y'all shouldn't have fired my boy. You got Miami, and then you got Notre Dame as well. So those are 5, tough games. And this was supposed to be the games that you kind of, okay, this is the true test, so to speak. You kind of see what type of team you have within the games, but that shit is clearly being watched out the damn window with the terrible start thus far. So this is the real type of game. So we'll definitely see what Brock has going forward and see if they can build on something for the 2025 season.
No doubt, man. And
Shout
at this point,
you undefeated year 1. My dog supposed to be in Miami right now, dog. With all the resources in the fucking world, it would have been about year 6 or 7 right now. Man, y'all boys, that shit crazy.
shout out to my boy Luke Cromenhawk, 912 stand up. Hey, look, Man, I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again on this show.
My guy.
Savannah has made me so proud in these last like 4 or 5 years, football wise.
That
Man,
should
we
have been
really
crazy.
stepping
You
it up.
called it out, bro. And I told you, and it been rolling since then.
And they're stepping up. Yeah, I'm glad. Hey, listen, we in the running for
Got a
Elijah
5-star
Griffin.
defensive lineman right now, right? Elijah Griffin.
Yeah, man, it's
Yeah.
us, USC, and Georgia. Hopefully we can pull them on down the Coral Gables. But shout out to Chrome and Hart, man. Give let Luke play. Which I'll say, feed the youngest, let the youngest loose, let the youngest be fooled, whatever the case may be. It should be a youth movement at this point. The older guys haven't shown me enough in general because I watched y'all game. I actually turned off Bama and Georgia because Bama was smoking Georgia boots, and I was like, "Oh, this game over with."
Then
Let
I
me go
flipped
watch
that
the
shit right
competition.
back for it. That's crazy. I ain't even watching it. My shit.
I had got busy, and so by the time I realized that Georgia was coming back, I literally turned the game back on to watch Georgia throw the pick at the end. Like I missed all of the comeback.
All the excitement. Shit.
Yeah, so I'm actually probably sometime I work weekends, so probably Monday I'm gonna turn that game on and just watch
it was a classic.
actually unfold. I heard it was a classic. I hate that I missed it. That Ryan Williams boy is. Oof.
So it's crazy, man.
Yeah, crazy.
The boy, what's the damn quarterback for Carson Beck? He have a crazy drive to lead Georgia down for a touchdown. He get him down. Now he talking big shit because he didn't have about three or four touchdown drives in a row. Talking big shit. Georgia got all the momentum. Very next drive, the first play, that kid go 80 yards, bro. It was crazy, man. 2 guys missed. 17 years old, man.
Hey, listen, we ain't seen nothing like this since Julio and AJ. And Ryan Williams is AJ, and my boy Jeremiah Smith, who should have been a Kane. Oh my God. He's Julio. He a man. He's a man. And when I see Ryan Williams, it's the kid. But the kid that did, like, he's something special, man. This is such a fun year in football right now. If you're not a Florida State fan, just the Heisman race is amazing right now. And we get to see.
Which is true.
Well, y'all know it's rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what it is.
We try for the Heisman, but it's a tough Heisman race. Real quick,
and you got John T.
Shout out to this. It's not a super chat, but I do want to.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
I do like this highlighted chat that Harlan put up. Shout out to Tyler Birdbeck. Go ahead, you can read that, bro.
It say, I'm a Cal fan and excited to play Miami, win or lose. I'm just proud of our defense and shit. Hey, man, y'all doing y'all thing, man. And this has been the fun. I actually wish we could keep this rivalry going. I think y'all probably going to go back to Pac-12. It's not a rivalry, but I wish we could keep these games going. I think y'all might try to slide back all to the Pac-12. And I kind of hope you do, because I don't want to be playing no 10:30 kickoffs. That's dirty. That's dirty ball right there.
He's probably cool though, because it's 7:30 that way.
Yeah, 7:30 that way, but yeah, that's dirty ball, man. But anyway, let's get into some of these games, man. Some of the games on slate this week, and see what our picks are. We should act. It's so funny. I don't think we keep track of this shit at all. Man, I'm gonna have to go back. I'll do the work. I'm gonna go back and look at the picks and see how me and CJ have done this year so far.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'll go back and actually check it out and find out, and then we'll kind of keep track of it from there. All right. We got 5 games again as usual. This slate this week was a little but I think it's some interesting games on there this week.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's some interesting ones. All right. So we got first game on slate, we have Syracuse, who will actually be playing tomorrow night against UNLV on the road. UNLV is ranked 25 currently. We all know the controversy there with their guys opting out because they got flim-flammed. But UNLV is actually favored. They're 4-0. Look like they might have even upgraded that quarterback. And they are 6.5-point favorites versus Syracuse.
Man, give me Cuse, man. I like Fran Brown, first-year head coach. He's doing a hell of a job. Fran's going to be a name to reckon with moving forward. I promise you. I think he's going to turn Syracuse around and be formidable in the ACC. He's going to get a big-time job pretty soon, man. Hell of a recruiter, good motivator. Give me Fran Brown.
Yeah.
Ohio State quarterback McCord over there playing damn good football. I'm going to go Syracuse. Go ACC.
I got nothing to add to that. Everything he said, I agree with. They just flipped one of Florida guys, so he went from Syracuse to Florida back to Syracuse. That tell you everything you need to know. Yeah, I got Q's there too. All right, we got number 9, Missouri, on the road versus Texas A&M, unranked currently, but are sitting at 4-1. They are actually 2.5-point favorites. Who you like there?
I got Missouri again, man. So I'm taking underdogs in this. I just think offensively, Texas A&M still got some questions on offense. In Missouri, them boys get exposed real quick with Luther Burden, and the receivers they got, and the quarterback is a pretty good quarterback as well. Give me Missouri.
I think Missouri isn't playing to their ranking right now. I think they're a better team than what we've seen. I don't know if this is the game to get them going, though. I like Elko. I like his defense. I mean, you saw it at Duke. And now he's got an opportunity with some better
Yeah,
talent.
even before Duke, it was at Texas A&M prior, Notre Dame as well. So
Right, exactly. So this is a guy that I really think maybe this is a wake-up game for Missouri. Maybe it gets scary and they pull it off. But I like A&M to – it wouldn't – I guess it's an upset, but it's not because they're a favorite here. This is a weird situation, right? Home
right,
team's favorite against the top 10 team.
top 10 team.
I'm gonna take A&M in this one, man. I think this would be a statement game for those guys, and I think they end up holding them off. All right, next game on the slate, we have Miami JV. They're on the road versus Louisville. Louisville is number 22 currently right now at 3-1. They lost to Notre Dame. My bad. For those who don't know, Miami JV is SMU. 4-1 right now on the road. Not a huge spread on this one though. Could be an interesting one. Who you got there?
I got Louisville, man. No, I don't believe the hype in that SMU shit, man. They just played a bad Florida State team and beat the brakes off them. I think they'll be okay though in ACC, but nah, them boys aren't really like that. I think Louisville is going to go ahead and show people that Florida State just fucking sucks.
I tend to agree. I want Louisville to lose so that I can feel more confident about that game. I don't think they will though. I think Louisville wins. I think they cover as well. I think that spread is pretty low. Actually, I think if I'm gambling this week, I think I go ahead and take Louisville to win that game by a little more than a touchdown. It's a touchdown right now, 6.5. So actually, if they win by a touchdown, you win. I think they win by at least a touchdown, if not 10 to 13 points in that one. Let's see. Iowa was 3-1. I picked Iowa State to beat them, and they did. I do remember that much. Versus Ohio State, number 3 team in the country right now at 4-0. This is a pretty big spread, though, and this is why this game was a little bit interesting to me. It's a 19-point spread here. Who you liking?
Give me Ohio State even to cover, man. I just don't think Iowa. Remember, these boys just can't score, man. I think it's gonna be the best defense and best athletes they play for sure. In Ohio State, I don't see them scoring more than 13 points against the Buckeyes. So give me Ohio State. I think they actually cover that too.
All right. I'm going to take Ohio State to win. I don't think they cover, though. I think this is kind of going to be the same thing for them as it was for us. I think it'll be a little bit of a wake up. I will play defense. That's the one thing they definitely going to do under what's his name, Kirk Ferentz or whatever I believe.
Yeah, they play good defense for sure.
They're going to play defense. I think they're going to keep this game gritty and ugly. Ohio State will eventually win. I don't think they win by 20, though. I think they pull it off by 13, 14 maybe, maybe 2 touchdowns. I don't think they quite pull off a 19-point upset, a 19-point spread, excuse me. But I do think Ohio State wins it. But I would, if I'm betting this week, I take Iowa to cover that spread. And last game we got on the slate, number 12 Mississippi is on the road versus South Carolina. They are 9-point favorites.
Give me Ole Miss, and it's crazy, man. It's just weird how college football is, especially like from a week-to-week basis. But South Carolina beat the shit out of Kentucky, beat them badly. And I think Stoops just had a bad outing, this, that, and third. But you have Kentucky on the flip end, just beat Ole Miss last week, giving them their first loss of the season. But give me, like I said, give me Ole Miss. I think Lane bounces back. Dylan Stewart is going to be hell. You got to do a good job of containing him. But I
He's a
don't
monster.
think that boy's a monster, and he's going
He's
to
a
be
monster.
one pick when he come. I remember you guys actually in
We
contention.
was in that one. Yeah, we was in that one.
Yeah, keep that shit from down up.
And I actually heard, Birdie told me that South Carolina deal was a little bit ironclad, and that's how we didn't end up landing them in the end on a flip.
Yeah,
I wish we would have though. That kid is
I'm glad
he
y'all
real.
did.
He
Fuck that.
real.
Stay where you stay in South Carolina.
Stay in South Kakalaki, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
But I do think Kentucky defense is better than South Carolina's, even though they had that crazy athletic kid on the edge. Give me Ole Miss. Lane will try to bounce back a little bit.
I like Ole Miss as well. I think this game again though might be a little bit uglier than people expect. I think South Carolina can attack you up front fairly well. I think Mississippi pulls this one off, but I got it more like a 4-point game. I think that freshman quarterback, may show a little bit of something that. No, I'm thinking about. Wait. Are they starting a freshman? No, I'm thinking NC State. No, so let me back that up a little bit. I'm not sure who their quarterback is actually for Carolina. I'm basing it on the defense. Their defense alone, I think, will keep it a little bit closer than people might expect. I did get to watch them some this year, and I think Mississippi wins, but I think Carolina covers. I think they make it like a 4-point game. All right, so that's our picks this week. And we won't give you guys House of Dragon this week because of the power outages. I watched it last week, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't remember, so I gotta refresh myself. But we are gonna give y'all Animal of the Week, man, before we get up out of here. CJ, you wanna go first?
Yeah, I can go first, man. My animal of the week is the orca. You guys know
My
how
favorite
much
animal.
mine too, man. It's really taken over for me as well. You guys know how much I talk about orcas on Twitter and things like that, with them being, apex of the apex, the bullies of the ocean. But yeah, so just speaking about orcas, they're highly intelligent. Their hunting methods are, a testament to that. Socially structured, so they could do things in packs and things like that. Hunt a variety of ways, including breaching themselves to catch seal, creating waves to push seals off ice, which is so fucking smart, right? They're working smarter, not harder. So you got a shark dumbass who just circle the seal all day waiting for it to jump into the water. Something that had never happened, because it's just dumb and kind of just move off instinct. You got this oracle. Wait a minute, let me think this shit out. So if I, back up by 20, 30 yards, just that and third, show my athletic ability off, which I'm one of the most athletic animals in the ocean as well, create this huge wave and flip that motherfucker in the water, man, in this open season, I can just do it easy that way. So yeah, they're very smart as far as that. Oh shit, my bad. And of course, they could be trained in captivity, what we've seen in SeaWorld and all that type of thing. And from a communication standpoint, man, they communicate with each other to a crazy degree. Natural athletes, like I stated, they could jump about 10 feet in the air. They could dive up to about 700 feet. And they're mean as fuck, too. Like, that's the crazy part about it. So you add highly intelligent, highly athletic, and just overall assholes. 7 feet long, weigh up to about 13,000 pounds, man. So you're talking about like apex of the apex. Like, it's actual video, which I've never seen before in my life. But it's actual video of orcas like killing and attacking blue whales, like their calves.
Yep.
Like, nothing that the mom or whatever can do, because the orcas are so athletic and they can move with them. So they're pretty much targeting the damn calves and killing blue whales and things like that. They take out dolphins, they take out sharks, seals, whatever move. I mean, it's also been mentioned that they're actually more intelligent than primates, which is a crazy thing. So orcas, they can really do anything they want to as far as being in the ocean. And you see, they've even had coordinated attacks against boats that have killed orcas. So they remember that shit and they gang and gang up. It's just over. And it's also a crazy dynamic as well too. They typically don't mess with humans. Like they like to have fun and play with humans. they see humans. I don't know if they see us as, oh shit, like these motherfuckers are just as smart as me. Like I ain't around dumb shit or whatever. Then they want to actually, I don't know, just be in the presence and actually play around with it. But it's crazy that to be so damn vicious and just a killer machine. They see humans for the most part, they're chilling. But yeah, man, orcas are not what you guys think. Don't let Free Willy paint you a different picture. Don't let what you see at SeaWorld paint you a different picture. These boys are vicious. They're dangerous. They'll play with you just for sport. I mean, they don't even be hungry. They can just damn punt seals, just that, and third. And also, it was a video too. I don't you remember that a video where it was the seal just jumped on the person's boat. And it's like
Yeah.
4
yeah. And the lady was like, "Get off!" No, ass feel like shit
like,
me.
fucked up. You was out there. I ain't jumping off this damn boat.
Hey, we all go down together. We family now. I'm not getting off this boat. Yeah.
Right.
They are incredibly crafty hunters. They adapt depending on the situation. There's a certain group like that, like you're talking about. They got the group that will tilt small little uh, blocks of ice to get seals off of them. They also got the ones that'll rush the beach to get the seals that are on the beach and chomp them up. And it's dangerous for them too because they could end up getting beached on the
Yeah, stuck out there. Yeah.
but they're pretty skilled at that as well. So yeah, they're super intelligent and super adaptable, man. Yeah, that's my favorite animal. That this I don't. You're like you said, the apex of apex predators, man. I don't
Yeah.
think cooler animal out there.
And even land and water, I think that they're just top
Nah, it's
dog.
nothing like them. They're too
Yeah.
smart. They're too smart. It's evident in the fact of how they hunt, how they adapt.
And that's the
You had
crazy
the
part
ones.
about it. So you got primates who are gentle for the most part, eat plants, leaves, this, that, and the third, versus a killer machine being that damn smart.
Right, exactly. Yeah, they. I remember they had the ones in South Africa that was just eating the livers out the shark. And the shark was washing up on shore, and they would be intact outside of the fact that these killer whales done took a chunk out of the liver just to eat the liver, man. So you don't really see that much in wildlife at all, man. But my animal week is actually it's from the sea too, man. This is way smaller. It's actually, if it was huge, it would be super terrifying. The sea is outer space. There's a lot of people be looking for all the weirdest things, and looking up high, man. You better look low. You got the mantis shrimp, man. This is a very, very interesting animal. These animals are actually older than dinosaurs, man. They're dated back to 400 million years. So this is a very old animal. It is also an apex predator in its world. This is an animal that can actually punch. If you just take your normal fish tank, right, like the one that you probably got at home, if you put a mantis shrimp in there, they can break that glass. They just by the amount of force they could create in a punch. That's how they hunt prey. Is they throw a jab that is said to be 30 times faster than what we blink.
Damn.
That's how fast their hands are. So these boys got hands. They also, you see kind of the weird eyes on the screen. They're said to have 12 to 16 color receptors, which means they can see ultraviolet, and the highest spectrums of red way beyond anything we can see. So, here's your alien. It can see crazy colors, a full spectrum. Its hands so fast that that's how it gets its prey, is it basically punches them underwater. You ever kick underwater? Anybody been in a swimming pool and throw a punch or a kick underwater? That's why I remember JJ Watt was a different animal. When I saw JJ Watt jump out of a pool and land on his feet,
On his feet.
the amount of force that is coming down on you as you're doing that let me know this is a different animal. This animal himself throws jabs underwater that just knocks fish out, slap cold. And again, remember they can punch through your average fish tank. So I mean, if you put one in there, they're gonna mess your whole day up. the eyes also, man, their eyes, they use them for communication. So that's how they communicate with each other. They shoot like, as you think normal communication sounds, they actually communicate through using their eyes as polarized light. And that's how they can communicate with each other. They spar with each other, to kind of see who got the best hands, which is amazing too. That like they don't kill each other, but it's actual special shielding that they have around their those like, I guess you
So
would kind of call them
they be testing
clubs.
each other. Let me see it.
Your
You
boy
got to
was,
show me.
what's that? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta show me you like that. Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
man. But yeah, that just a couple of interesting facts about them, man. They would be absolutely terrifying if they were any bigger than they are. Thank God they shrimp. But this is one of those animals that I remember just watching one of those nature specials and going, that's super impressive. Once you really think about the force of water and the fact that this dude just throw a punch, knock a fish out, and get to work, man. That is what it is, man. So that's my animal of the week, man. The mantis shrimp.
I like it. That's real dope. Interesting too. Just learn something.
Yeah, man. They something else, man. I think that's it for y'all, man. We held y'all longer than I said it was. I lied just like the preacher, man. I lied. I ain't mean to. You don't mean to either. That's what I see.
Not too long. Keep preaching, Pratt. Keep preaching.
Keep preaching.
Yeah, that'll wrap it up for now, man. We're gonna be back again next week to recap, of course, the games and leading into the next week. It's gonna be a bye week for FSU, thank God. But a lot of stuff going on here. Who you guys got next week?
That's a great question. Do we have a bye? You might. Nah, there's no way we both buy it up at the same time. We probably got to buy before y'all. That's a great question. I actually don't know.
We got Louisville right before us.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. So, we got we play Saturday, and then we play Louisville on the 19th, and then we play y'all on the 26th. So we got a little bit. So we actually we're on the bye too. Yep.
All right. So we both on the bye. So yeah. So next week's show probably will be quicker since it'll be just recapping and going from there. But again, make sure you guys we ain't gonna make no promises. We'll still probably be doing the same damn time. But make sure you guys
we're gonna try to be earlier for y'all next week for sure. We're gonna try to hit y'all at 7:00 next week. If not a little bit earlier, for sure. Beat kickoff.
Yes, sir. So again, like it, subscribe, and if you're coming to Tallahassee this weekend, if you're going to succumb yourself to watching that massacre, you might as well come out and hang with the fellas and come to the tailgate and vibe a little bit, get some drinks in, get some good food, and just have a good conversation. We can talk about coaching staffs and all that type of deal. Who you guys want to hire? I want to hear it. But again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys joining.
Peace.